have any chat up. So right now I'm blind. I don't have any chat. I am online, okay. Turn off the volume. Put you right here. Stuff you down here. Hey Tony, how are you? Short visit today. Not. Howdy. I was working on a camera and the new connectors that I got didn't work. Hey there, how are you? So we're gonna just paint for a little bit. I gotta take my dog to get his a little bit of grooming. So my dog needs his toenails cut. And then you don't just cut his toenails. Because, well, he'll eat you. So you kind of got to put him in a harness and stuff in order to cut his toenails. Good morning, how are you? My dog's not mean, he's just got a personality. And it's let's do stuff when he wants to do stuff type of thing. Let's not tear the stuff all off the wall here. Hope everybody's doing well today. She's crazy, as always. But she's good. The little cat does her own thing when she wants to. Hi there, how are you? She is quite the insane little cat. She's definitely a Siamese cat, I'll tell you what. She doesn't shut up. Thank you. I wish I had longer today to paint. Hi, Aurora. I think I said that, but I'm not sure. Well, 3 you're gonna have to be redone, because I'm not gonna take 6 years to try to paint around you. I mean, let's face it, it would be quite a bit brighter up here. Gotta do that later too, come to think of it. Thanks for reminding me. Granddaughter's bed got painted pink. And got some stencils and stuff to put on it. I don't know how much stenciling I'll do. I'll probably do more freehand than stenciling, but some things you stencil in and you do a nice paint on them. Like butterflies and stuff like that. Good morning. Saves me having to think about having to draw them all out. Color on this was just wrong. It just did not look right to me. So let's kind of blend that out right there. Let's put a little dark. Hey, Gambling Granny, how are you? Long time no see. I haven't been able to get over there much. Thank you. Kind of blend that out right in there. Just gonna kind of relax for a little bit. I'd paint for a long time if I could today, but my puppy's starting to click a little bit when he's walking, so I gotta get his toenails cut. And like I said, you don't just grab a pair of clippers and try to clip his toenails. Not if you want to keep your arm. He doesn't care for it. And he's been having them clipped since he was a kid, little puppy, so he's pretty good about it. Just not with me. He'd probably do nothing to my wife, but I'm not gonna chance it. He outweighs her, so. You don't tend to play with him much when he's grumpy. I've done a bunch of that color. I'm gonna throw just a tiniest bit, a tiny bit of red in right here. Maybe right here too. Maybe over here too. Yes, I am using a makeup brush. I like the feel of it. My puppy's a 140-pound Anatolian Shepherd. He has very specific thoughts on things, and he's big enough where you just don't argue really with him. I'd rather him not get mad and eat my couch or something. It's funny though, the little cat chases him, the kitten, little Daisy chases him around. He plays with her just as gentle can be. do anything. I have cats bigger than that, Granny. I have 20-pound cats. Big Maine Coons. What do you think? Maybe just a touch of the burnt orange color. Maybe a little bit down in here. Get a couple colors going. Get away from just the plain brown. Yeah, that orange will be alright. Just add a touch of the light cream color to it, and let's change up the tone just a tiny bit. Kind of fade it out. So we got a couple of colors. Not worried about the tree. Let's grab a little bit of that. Pizza people. Just everyday pizza delivery, guys. They like a light snack of pizza delivery guy between meals. And I'll just put a little bit of water on my brush. A little bit of float medium. So let's go ahead and put all this together now. Oh no, this is just what's in my head. I can't follow pictures very well. Hey there, how are you? Now, just tiny bit of darkness under here. Hey Frank. Let's grab a little bit darker. Let's pull out like that and go that way a little bit. And we got a little one right here. We got a little bit of shadow back in here. Coming down that way, so we'll put a little shadow down this way. Sorry I'm painting so fast, it's just the mode I'm in today. Grab a little bit of the gray. Thank you, Tony. Grab a little bit of gray. Well, you don't have to be that way. with it on my hand. I see that over there. We'll take the dark out. I'm just gonna blend that rock out. Maybe I'll add just a touch of cream in that gray. Gonna give that rock a little bit of its own personality down here. Yeah, something gray about there, maybe. And we'll grab a little bit of the gray and the black. We'll throw a little bit on this dark side of this one over here. Down in here. Something like this. Maybe I'll throw a couple up here. Just little shadow things going on. A little shadow going on down there. No. Nope, it's still sitting here. Still, the covered bridge is still here. Still have it for you though. I figured you could come get it when you were ready, when you could. I've had other people ask, but I promised her that she could have it, you know. So I held it. Not a problem. You know I'm so stressed out about a block. You know I don't rush about anything. I don't freak out about stuff like that. You too, take care. Sorry I missed your radio show. I actually was looking forward to it, but I've been fighting something still, so I've been getting myself to sleep a little sooner than I was. Let's kind of just, let's go with a different color. I'll put that dark in there. So let's grab some of this cream. Let's kind of just throw this in here. Just kind of toss in a little bit of a root system. Kind of sticking up a little bit. Not too stressed about it. We'll just kind of make it go where it wants to. Not make it, we'll ask it to go. We don't make paint do anything today. This stuff's got a mind of its own sometimes. we just kind of invite it to go in a direction and it goes that way. We hope. That's where all the Bob Ross's happy little trees came from. From paint that went in the wrong direction. Because it chose to. I'll get that like that. Just get these outlines. This is an acrylic pen. It has a fine tipped roller on the end of it. It is actually paint. It is not a marker. It is honest to goodness acrylic paint. And if you leave the cap off, these will dry as hard as a rock. Now, if that sounds like it's from experience, I'm thinking, yep. You are right, it is. It's from forgetting that I was using it and setting it down and ending up with a solid mass of plastic. I love using them because it allows me to put a lot of paint down, very fine lines, and to be honest, I kind of dig the sound too. You know, I like the noise it makes. And the cats, on the other hand, hate it. Hey Shane, how are you? Sometimes it feels like I'm drawing with a marker. But I do like the way they look when they're there. They're all and to be honest, I like to use anything that works. Feathers, don't care. If it works, don't feel bad about using it. Hello, sir. You're up. Blacklight Records, how are you today? I practice well. I pretend. Thank you. My wife gets a little irritated when I say that. That is good. They come in great colors. They are paint. You can actually use them on glass and all kinds of stuff. You can actually use them on glass and whatever else you feel like using them on. The only thing I wish is that they had a little different brown. I don't care for the brown so much. And the only thing I don't like is having to shake them up for so long. Let's grab a little bit of rust. Let's throw a little bit of rust in here. Just to give that tree some color. Hey Minnie, how are you? Now we'll grab a little bit of brown. What time is it? 10:50. Alright, I got time. And we'll just kind of paint on these lines that I made. Yeah, see, it gets right on. Mixes right in with the color. That's what I like about them. So when you try to do this with a marker, the ink is not happy with acrylic. Unless you happen to find one that works. I have not. So we're just gonna kind of put these in here and make them feel happy. Kind of just blend these down in here a little bit. Grab just a little bit of the beige. It's called Sands. Strange color, but. Kind of put that in there like that. So we got a little bit of a dark side on one side of that tree, kind of a little brighter on this side, so we'll kind of edge out that tree a little bit so maybe the sun's peeking around the side of it. Just a little bit. Just in a few spots. Then we'll kind of just drag it toward the middle so it's not a line. Just kind of take your time and do it nice and whatever speed you feel like. Now we'll grab our little makeup brush, which is still just a tiny bit damp. We'll get it a little bit wet. We'll kind of just blend that out like so. Just kind of make it do its thing. Okay, we'll ask it to do its thing. If you would, will you please? Thank you. Been trying hard to do it without help from other people, but guess what? It tends to get expensive when you're doing hundreds and hundreds of paintings a year. And considering I painted 297 days straight before I had to take a break, live tends to get up there. And yes, I am wearing a New York Jets hat. The second I saw Tony Damien, I had to put it on. Now let's see if I can get this to go just a tiny bit. I will. Yeah, I can't do it right this second, but thank you. Oh, that's one thing I don't have the ability to do is I can't quite paint and get on the computer. That's why I have you guys chatting in my ear instead of me having to read all the chats. Otherwise, I'd never get anything done. So, and let's grab a little bit of a, let's go with brown. Let's go with brown right here. Gonna put just a line right here. Just so it just so it looks like it's an opening. We're gonna kind of, yeah, me too. I gotta take that doggy to have his toenails clipped. Definitely dreading it. At least with the dog, though. I know people aren't gonna get close enough to me to worry about it. I did. I did. Oh no, it's not an adventure. It's plays havoc with your head, that's for sure. All you need is somebody to sneeze near you. Yeah, well, I know all about defeat. I'm a Jets fan. But I've been one since Joe Namath in the 70s, so I don't go with the wind like some people. Yep. The only time I go out is when I know that I'm going to be in a safe place. That's not always the case, but I'm pretty good about staying away from people and taking care of myself. I've been doing it for so many years that those look kind of strange, don't they? So let's take a little bit of dirt underneath here. And a little bit of right here. It wasn't so bad until I had this last surgery they had to remove half of my parts here and there, so or stitch up. And that kind of made it so I think a newborn has more immune system than I do. I don't care for that one. Just kind of tone that one down just a tiny bit. You know what? Let's go with tumbleweed look. If that thing doesn't want to tone down, we'll tone it down a little bit. Don't want the one in the front standing out so hard. That was probably not quite the right color to use, so we'll just kind of blend them into the background a tiny bit. Yeah. I was in a store 3 years ago, and I'm a germaphobe. I stay away from people pretty good. Always have been. And the person in front of me was getting the shingles vaccine, and I didn't think much of it. Apparently they were getting the shingles vaccine after they had got the shingles. Because the next day I was in really heavy duty pain. Because, by the way, that's not a very nice thing to get. So let's kind of pull a little of that down here like that. This is just water. Kind of just blending these out just a tiny bit. So the color around them is a little closer to what they are. And just in case you're wondering what they are, because you can't see way back there, is they're actually little grasses that pop up, and they're crazy. They pop up everywhere in the desert, and they kind of pop up in the middle of nowhere sometimes. You'd be going around and along and all, lots of desert, and all of a sudden you've got, 20 feet of these poofs of grass. Anyway, so I think that is better than it was. Just kind of pull these in just a tiny bit more. What happens is when it's dry, and with these gloves, the gloves have a little texture on them. I can knock off a few of the paint into the canvas. So I'm kind of like erasing a little bit. So it's still there, but not. Not so heavy duty. There. I think maybe I should put a. No, I don't think I'll put a sun in it today. I was going to think about it, but I think I want a little bit more color on the top of those rocks still. I've got, what time is it? 11:05. I've got 4 minutes before she gets here. I bet I miscalculate that. Thank you, Blacklight Records. I appreciate it. I will check that in just a few minutes. You didn't need to, but I'm not going to say that because it is your choice. Did you go ahead and allow them to do it? Or did they just figure out that people weren't agreeing to it? Yeah, that's kind of what I want right there. I want it to look like it's just coming over. So maybe just put a tiny bit. I'm talking little water, more water than anything. So let's go ahead and kind of put a little bit of dark gray in here. This isn't going to hold up as strong as you see it is, because a bunch of this is going to come out because it's water. Just looks really dark right now. And I kind of push that way just a little bit so it's not like a line. We're just going to push, kind of blend it in there. I'll grab a little bit of the light color again, and we'll kind of pull it back. in a few spots. There we go. That's what we want. We want that rock face to look good. Like it's got some big indents in it. There. I think we'll put this part on hold for now. Probably what I'm going to do is after it dries for a while, because I don't want to mix my colors, I'll come back in with like a light gray and kind of do edges of these few of these. So kind of you have a shadow side and a bright side. I mean, even though this is a brown tree with kind of really dark limbs, they're still going to have some light colors in them. But that's all I can do today, because I have to get the dog to the groomer so he can get his toenails all done. Gonna go have a pedicure for my doggy. He's not spoiled, he's just a big boy that has to be taken care of. That's all. He's only a little dog. That way. He's only a puppy. Thank you everybody for swinging by. I hope, even though it was a short visit, I hope it was a good visit. I did 15 minutes longer than I was supposed to, but I can't hear the car pulling in, so I'm safe. I will be back tomorrow, probably the same time as I usually am, around 9 o'clock. I kind of like 10. 10 was kind of working for me, because I got some stuff done beforehand. So I might be bumping up my time, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And we'll go back and do some more work on this one. Thanks, Chrissy. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Madonna. Thank you, Tony. Aurora, Blacklight, Mini Monster 7. Muscle Car, thank you for stopping by. Shane, as always, thank you so much for being here. Misfits and Dreamers. I better hurry. Gambling Granny, Frank Evans, thank you for swinging by. Now I can hear my garage door opening, so I have to run. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you guys all soon. Be well.